Welcome to the Caregivers channel, brought to you by DailyCaring.com. Today, we're talking about a simple device that can make a really huge difference in the daily life and, the dignity of the seniors we care for. It's the bidet. So let's dive right in. If you're a caregiver, you already know this. You've probably seen how a simple private task like using the bathroom can turn into a source of daily stress and, honestly, a real safety risk for an older adult. It's a challenge that affects their independence and, let's be real, your peace of mind too. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about that daily bathroom struggle. Then we'll introduce a really simple, dignified solution. We'll explore all the key benefits, get into the practical stuff like cost and installation, and then wrap up with some important safety things to think about. Okay, first things first. Let's get to the heart of the problem. Why exactly does something as basic as using the toilet become such a huge challenge with age? Really understanding these core issues is the key to finding a solution that actually works. Now think about this for a second. The average person uses the bathroom about 7 times a day. 7. Now just imagine if every single one of those trips was difficult or exhausting or even scary. You can see how that would have a massive, massive impact on a person's entire day. And we're often talking about very specific physical hurdles here. Stiffness from arthritis, general muscle weakness, chronic pain, or just having trouble with balance. All of that can make the simple act of wiping incredibly difficult and, frankly, pretty risky. And for someone with cognitive decline, the whole process can just become really confusing and upsetting. And finding solutions for this is so critical, especially when you think about the fact that a staggering 90% of seniors in the U.S. say they want to age in place in their own homes. To make that a reality, we have to adapt their homes for safety and independence. It isn't just a nice idea, it's an absolute necessity. Okay, so we've laid out the problem. Now let's talk about a surprisingly simple solution. We're going to reframe how you think about the bidet, not as some kind of fancy luxury item, but as a really powerful tool for independence. So what is a bidet, really? Well, at its core, it's just a hands-free way to get yourself clean with a gentle stream of water after you use the toilet. They're super common in other parts of the world for a good reason. They're more hygienic and so much gentler on delicate skin than toilet paper ever could be. And the process? It's incredibly simple. A little wand extends and sprays clean water, and then all you have to do is gently pat the area dry. That's it. This completely gets rid of the difficult and sometimes unsafe twisting and reaching that you have to do to wipe. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Bringing this topic up can feel a little awkward, right? The key is how you frame it. Talk about it as a tool for independence. The conversation isn't about them needing more help from you. It's about a cool gadget that helps them need less hands-on help. And that is so crucial for preserving their dignity. And this is where the benefits really start to stack up. And they're not just for the person using the bidet. They extend to you as the caregiver in a big way. For your loved one, the advantages are just immense. Better hygiene can actually lower the risk of painful UTIs. That gentle stream of water protects delicate skin from rough toilet paper. And, this is a big one, by getting rid of that twisting motion, it seriously lowers the risk of a fall. It can transform a dreaded chore back into a simple task. And for you, the caregiver, this can be an absolute game changer. It means less physically demanding work and way fewer of those stressful full-body cleanups after an accident. That saves you time. It saves you energy. And if you're managing incontinence, it makes keeping things hygienic so much easier. Okay, let's get practical. You're probably wondering, this all sounds great, but is it expensive? Is it a huge pain to install? Let's break that down, because the answer is probably a lot better than you think. You've basically got 2 main options. There are the fancy electric seats that have all the bells and whistles, warm water, heated seats, all that good stuff, which are great, but can be pretty pricey. But then there are these simple, non-electric attachments. And for around $40, you can get a super effective solution that gives you all the core hygiene benefits we've been talking about. And you want to know the best part about these affordable attachments? They are designed for you to install them yourself. So easy. They just connect right to the clean water line that's already going to your toilet tank. You don't need a plumber, you don't need special tools. It's a simple upgrade you can do in like 20 minutes. All right, finally, let's just quickly cover a few key safety points and other things to think about, just to help you decide if a bidet is really the right fit for your specific situation. So while bidets are fantastic for so many people, it's important to know they aren't for absolutely everyone. Someone with advanced dementia, for example, might just find it confusing or frightening. And it's always a good idea to check with a doctor first if there are any open wounds, recent surgeries, or specific skin conditions you need to worry about. When you're out there shopping for one, here are a few key features to look for. Adjustable water pressure is an absolute must-have for comfort. A cold water-only model is honestly the simplest and safest option because it completely eliminates any risk of burns. And just make sure the controls are simple and easy to use, especially for someone who might have arthritis or low vision. Oh, and we get this question all the time. What about raised toilet seats? It's true, most of those affordable attachments won't work with them. But there are specialized models out there designed to work with raised seats. They do cost more, but it's great to know that option exists if you need both. So when you boil it all down, it's really about this. A bidet isn't some massive, expensive home renovation. It's a minor upgrade that can make a major difference in daily life, in safety, and most importantly, in a person's dignity. So I'll just leave you with this to think about. For your loved one, in your unique situation, could this simple, really affordable tool be one of the keys to restoring independence and making that goal of aging at home just a little bit easier for everyone?